Just like to do a quick video on a couple of guitars that I think offer particularly good value in this price range, which is the price range around about £450. What we have is an AMI Sigma. This is the DMSG5, part of the SG series, and on the right we have the LL6M, which is the mahogany version of the LL6 laminate back and sides, mahogany laminate back and sides. Rosewood fretboard. All the other guitars in the series, the LL series, above the LL6 have ebony fretboards. This has a rosewood fretboard. Both guitars are electroacoustic. As I say, both are around about 450. Just think it's a useful comparison to see what you can actually get for that type of money, around about 450, under £500. The LL6M has a passive pickup, whereas the AMI Sigma here, DMSG5, has a Fishman, which you've got tone and volume controls on. Rosewood board, nicer inlays, but this hasn't got an H-top torrefication, which the Yamaha has, which is called ARE, the proprietary treatment, acoustic resonance enhancement it's known as. It's a similar process. The wood's heated that other guitar users makers use to age the top, so you get more of an aged sound. The thing about the Yamaha is it's got a 5-ply neck, so see those two strips of rosewood in that mahogany neck, which just give it more stability, basically. Saves it going out of tune. The stability allows it to, as I say, keep its tune. So just have a listen to these guitars with amplification and without amplification, to see what they sound like. So we'll start off with the LL6M. They do another model called the LL6, which is, whereas this is mahogany, the LL6 is rosewood, slightly more expensive, about £50. So we'll go through a few chords acoustically and then through the amp. So actually, since I've already got the Sigma plugged into the amp, then you might as well listen to it amped up and then not amped. basically. That's the AMI Sigma. Remember that the Sigma name at the moment, outside of the US, AMI have got the rights, the leasing rights, so it's a German company. Inside the US, St. Louis Music have got the leasing rights, so it's basically the same company that make Alvarez guitars. So it's two different companies to increase the income streams for Martin, who's still own the name but leased the name. They're allowing AMI to make guitars outside of the US, and inside the US, St. Louis Music will be producing Sigma guitars. So they're a completely different maker. Probably, I'm not sure about the Alvarez or the St. Louis Music, but they're probably made in Southeast Asia. The AMI guitars are made in China. So this is the passive pickup, so you haven't actually got any controls in the guitar itself. It's all done from the amp. With the pickup. This is without the pickup. So yeah, the big difference is the Yamaha has got a treated top, an aged top, which makes a difference in sound, I think. Both are laminated back and sides with solid tops, both bounded on the neck, both electroacoustic, but this is a passive pickup, whereas that you can control the sound from the guitar. Again, roughly the same price. I think I paid $450 for this one and $470 for this one. So, you know, roughly the same price. Quality of build is excellent for both of them, both made in China. Really, tone is subjective. These have got good enough fit and finish just to really compete with a lot more expensive guitars. This has got a bone nut. The AMI Sigma's got a bone nut, whereas this has got plastic bridge and pins. This has got slightly nicer inlays, whereas this has got a nicer neck. Of course, this has got the treated top, which some people would say makes quite a big difference. But both really nice guitars. I would probably, if I had to choose, go for the AMI Sigma. Just a nicer looking guitar overall, but there's not a lot in it. I would heartily recommend either guitars if you're in the market for a guitar in this price range. Thanks a lot.